It is time to find out who will be tonight's unexpected star of the show! For the past 3 series, we have been surprising unsuspecting members of the public and making their dreams come true on this very stage. We've had so many wonderful surprises. This was Kira, Sanjna, Christmas sliding onto the stage, Stella, amazing performances. They had like an hour to turn this around to perform for you. Little Anush was amazing, Andy, our fireman. So many spectacular moments. And it's never gone wrong, which makes me incredibly tense every time we do it again. So let's find out who's going to be tonight's unexpected star. This is David Owen. He is from Beaconsfield. He will hopefully tonight, if everything goes to plan, become our oldest unexpected star of the show by some distance. He's 91 years old. So David thinks he's coming to London this evening to buy a new walking frame at a shop around the corner to this theatre. But it is not a real shop. We altered it slightly. This was it earlier today, and here it is now. We frame you. See what we've done there? We're kind of framing him and framing him. So David was nominated by his son, Chris, who was coming to the shop with him, and I think we can go live now, hopefully, to the shop, and they should be in there. All right, this is going on right now. There is David. He's in his shades, he's looking super cool, and he is in for quite a night. That's his son with him, Chris. He's got other children in the audience, and I'm going to have a chat with them now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wendy and Tim. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I used the word children. I'm so sorry that I did that. It's Wendy and Tim. The kids are out tonight. So tell us all about David. Tell us about his singing.
Well, he's always loved to sing.
Right.
He's got a fantastic voice still now at this age. He goes to old people's home. Yeah. He still actually puts shows on himself.
Amazing.
He always sings. He goes karaoke.
What's his karaoke classic? What does he sing?
My Way, really. Obviously.
Well, with a bit of luck, he might be singing that tonight. And do you think he will appreciate this?
He loves it because he'd love to give his voice to the whole world.
I'm a bit nervous to ask you this, but do you think he's got any idea who I am? I mean, does he watch the show? Or?
If he's got his glasses on, he might know who you are, yeah.
Well, he's got his shades on. Are they prescription? No chance. OK, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Wendy. Thank you so much, Tim. Thanks. All right, brilliant. So... let's see how this goes. He's in our shop, We Frame You. We have an actor in there, Donna, and I'm going to communicate with her. Donna, if you can hear me, spread your arms and say, it's Zimmer time.
Right. It's Zimmer time. Let's go. What have we got?
OK, this is the Zimmertron XP5000.
This is the Zimmertron XP5000.
It comes with speedometer and sat-nav.
It comes with speedometer and sat-nav.
So you can program the sat-nav.
Well, you can program the sat-nav to take you to your favourite destinations.
The post office.
Like the post office.
Bus stop.
Bus stop.
Living room.
Living room.
How does it... You just walk with it?
Just walk. Just pop your destination in and you just follow the arrow.
A taxi does that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get a taxi.
It's only had one lady owner.
It's had one lady owner.
For 7 years.
For 7 years.
And it's done 0.8 miles.
And it's done 0.8 miles.
I didn't see the part of it.
This might tempt you, actually. With every purchase over £50, you get a free carriage clock.
And then show him the clock and demonstrate it like a game show host. All right, well, if you're not interested in that one,
Well, if you're not interested in that one,
may I interest you in the walking stick Mega Cane Turbo XL?
may I interest you in the walking stick Mega Cane XL?
This one comes with a hooter.
This one comes with a hooter.
OK, it does come with a Werther's detector.
It does come with a Werther's detector, though. Just a second. No?
Let's get back to the frames.
Let's get back to the frames.
So,
Just put those back to the
outside,
top.
ladies and gentlemen, we have Lionel Blair. Lionel, can you enter the shop now and say, "Hi, I'm Lionel Blair. I'm 89."
I really like that.
Hi, I'm Lionel Blair, and I'm 89.
I'm 91.
And I'm here to buy your Blings Zin. Do you have one?
Yes, I think you're talking about this.
Oh, it goes with my jacket at home.
Maria, Maria. I just seen a chap called Maria.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm 91.
I'll tell you, isn't that wonderful?
Lionel, go over and say hello to David.
Hello, David.
Oh.
How did you know I was David?
Yeah.
I just knew.
Yeah.
I remember you. How do you do?
Yeah. All right, yes.
Do you remember me?
Of course I do.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Do you want to now, I tell you what I'd like to do
Yes.
is road test.
Yeah.
Test walk.
Yeah, you
Can I do that?
Well, yeah.
Would you look after my coat for me?
Yeah, of course, not a problem.
Thank you very
The
much.
world is alive with a
Look at
mind of
that.
music.
OK, take it for a walk.
How do you know I was David?
Just met him.
Yeah.
It has a lovely movement. Could I borrow your stage and try out my blings in?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right.
All right, have a little dance.
There's no
Business like no business like no business.
Lionel, start
like
tap
no.
dancing.
Keep going.
Everything about it is appealing. Everything pays me well.
OK, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'm going to take it.
OK.
How did you know I was called David?
I can't believe he's walked in. Hello, David! I mean, that didn't get past David at all, did it? He keeps turning to his son and going, how does he know I'm David? So I think what I should do, I'm going to go round there now, and I'm going to talk to David, who's now saying, how do you know me? The next time you see me, I'm going to be with David on this stage, and please give him an amazing welcome. He already seems brilliant, and hopefully he's going to be a sensational, unexpected star. I don't know what they're talking about. I'll see you in a minute. OK, you wait here. I'll be back with David.
I've just seen a girl named Maria, 91, or 92 next month.
Oh, I'm going to be 90 in December.
90?
Yes.
All right, yes. Well, I'm 92.
Well,
Still singing top.
I'm still dancing.
Yeah, no,
Still
not
working.
quite dancing.
My dear sir, you're amazing too.
I'm doing a show next year. I was
You're
popping in to
not.
see how the shop was doing.
You're not.
Yes, I've just bought, because I'm doing a show on tour, I've just bought the bling.
We've sold a blings in.
The bling's in.
Well, because I'm the brand ambassador here for the walking frames. They're basically trying to break into the youth market, and they thought I would be good for that. Have you seen?
Maria, Maria.
Oh!
Maria.
How are you? Nice to
you.
see you. Michael.
Yes,
What a wonderful voice you have.
I sent in an application hoping to get onto your show.
Really?
Maria, Maria.
As a singing star.
Named Maria.
With this series, we've got everybody, but you should apply for next series. We can sort that out.
Yes,
Yes, amazing.
I sent in an application, but
Right.
wasn't lucky.
Such a shame.
yeah,
Such a shame that you weren't fortunate.
yeah,
If I can tell you a little secret,
yeah.
there's a reason why Lionel knew you were called David. Because we all know who you are, David, because of course I got your application from your son to be on my show. We're filming you right now, David. Look, there's a camera right here, and right in there, And there's actually a man with a camera in here filming you for the TV show Michael McIntyre's Big Show.
No.
Yes. And if your family are waiting, Wendy and your other son, Tim, is sitting there watching you right now in the theatre. And I'm going to take you across.
Yeah.
And you're going to sing for the theatre and for the millions watching at home, My Way. If you would agree, David.
I will agree.
Will you be our unexpected star of the show? Let's wave to the audience who are watching and we'll go around and see them. Let's get you over there. That was brilliant.
Your voice is wonderful.
Fantastic.
And it's been a pleasure to meet you.
With you.
Really.
Fantastic.
One day we'll do a show together.
Why not?
Why not?
This is very exciting. All right.
Good luck, David.
So this, David, is your carriage, and I'm going to drive you straight onto the stage of the theatre next door. Have you got the door? So you're going to get on the back here. Is that all right?
Yeah, fine.
All right, we're on. Brilliant. Hold on tight.
Yeah.
It does 3. All right, let me know when you're in.
I'm okay.
Okay. Wave to the camera. We're setting off. Let's do this, Dave. Buckle up. We're nearly there, don't worry.
All right, good.
This is actually the Theatre Royal. You see it there? See the sign?
Oh, 3 to 1, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a sensational night. If I can find the break. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our unexpected star of the show. It's David! Oh, wow. David, as you can see over there is your daughter Wendy and your son Tim. Hi!
Hi, Dad.
There they are. We've been waiting in here for you.
Yes.
David, how are you feeling about this enormous surprise?
Well, I'm overwhelmed.
It's very overwhelming.
Overwhelmed, yes, yeah. I think that, well, it's unexpected.
Over 2,000 people here. They're all rooting for you massively, aren't we? Yes, we are, David. So we're going to take you backstage.
Yeah.
We've got an amazing outfit for you, costume. You're going to look the part,
Yeah.
and you are going to nail this song later for all of us.
I hope so. As I say, it's an absolute privilege to be here at my age. I'm 92 next month.
92 next month. Extraordinary.
My voice is all right, but the rest of me's falling apart.
All right, well, it's the voice that we will enjoy later on. If you'll agree, David, to be tonight's unexpected star of the show.
Delighted.
Yeah.
Absolutely delighted.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's David, our unexpected star of the show! We'll see you later on. See you, David! Ladies and gentlemen, singing his favourite song, My Way, it's our 91-year-old unexpected star of the show, David Owen!
Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll state it clear, I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, but to it all,
it out, I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing, but now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the thing he truly feels, and not the what of one who heals. I faced it all, and I stood tall.